and like, subscribe, and bang the gavel, baby.
Welcome to We Got a Case. Shh. Jumping right into it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, you think it's
Yeah.
no, actually, no. Yeah, you can. Hold on, excuse me.
So, Mr. Vado, you suggest that we do this?
She a little low.
It's
Lola?
a case, Judge. If
I got her cranked
you feel
up.
more comfortable with a safety plan, I mean, though.
I don't know how far we're going to get with the safety plan. Is my only issue.
All the single ladies.
I don't mind giving it a shot.
Wild Woman Thursday. We Got a Case.
Can I have them in her release paperwork put the number for the PD's office so that she can contact you all also, and then the social
Yes.
workers can kind of do their best.
That
how
face.
are you going to prosecute the resisting, Mr. Chevrier? Is it terrible?
She's confusing me because of the color of her.
Yeah, it's like it's all
She's-
connected. Yeah.
Or searched, or what was the?
She's a jailhouse attorney.
Here.
That's why she's got an orange jumpsuit on.
Is it right?
Oh, I mean, says by pulling ways, we picking up the officer.
Come on, go back to Crazy Eyes.
She's a real beaut, Clark.
Oh, Viking, it ain't happening. I can't. I just.
It looks like met with the director of the establishment and stated that the defendant
Never say never, Creed.
another resident.
Shadow, you got to go back and watch. We also got the full clip up as a video also.
She can't go back where?
Yeah, people don't understand it when it's a clip. It just ends. There's not no rigmarole at the end. It just ends.
Oh, okay. You're confused. Yes, we put up a video like a YouTuber.
Yeah,
Okay, so
we've spoiled y'all too much.
So go and watch We Got a Case if you want to watch the long form. It's there.
Here's tell you goodbye.
There's some social workers from the public defender's office that I want to come to meet with you to see if we can find a place for you to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll set you up for another hearing, and then we'll try and release you again. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like she could beat my ass.
So I don't know
Chris?
yet, but the most important thing is that some people.
I
may
think
come
she
by
would
to see
stab you
and then
before
have
she
to see
fought
them,
you. I
otherwise they're
could be
not gonna
wrong,
have
but-
any info to give you.
Then kill my ass.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, think about it, okay?
Mhm.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
She said, "Thank you very much."
Pia Bond, what's it looking like so you can release when?
I mean,
You know-
we're almost there, but they're gonna come meet with you first, okay?
Oh,
We're
what?
working on it, okay, Miss Zebra?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
This
Okay.
magistrate with the eyes too is like she's
Yeah.
bugging out.
Oh, bringing in another one. Hello.
Everybody seems really friendly, by the way. All of these
Yeah,
people
like
are.
I kind of want to wait for you guys to tell us because I have a feeling it might be a little bit difficult to communicate for a while.
foot massage is coming up for everybody,
So
Mavis.
when we meet with her,
It's a
and
magistrate
everything's going,
in his
we can
braces.
know, we can put it back on.
So shall I mark it as a denied or
No.
Little baby, no.
canceled? Okay.
And I'm just gonna note PD sort of
You?
safety plan. Maybe by then, the rescue mission will have some beds available.
And to catch it live was just
Gold. Just gold.
by the way, this
I wonder if for some reason if
is
it
that
goes
really the
down
room she's in?
the
Yeah, I think so.
Rescue mission. I know that.
Nothing says class like cinder block.
I guess they have to be very specific that they're going as part of reentry because that they are.
And a
supposed to
tiny
go
chair with a couple
outside
of home pillows that were from the
available for reentry.
yellow sticker rack at the TJ Maxx.
I don't know what happens when they take them down there, what they say.
This will brighten up the room, right?
Hopefully they can
Yes.
straighten out the
Brings it all together.
situation.
You think she has those pillows on so anybody that comes in there doesn't sit down?
Good morning, Sylvia Diaz.
So Miss Diaz is currently booked
Something's
on
off about her.
PR Revel for possession, the bonds 2000.
Oh, I know her mic is
And then
terrible. The
there
rest
was
of them are
the
bad.
steps. This is
Mhm.
one that we spoke about earlier, that the state was going to agree to a PR bond. But I want to hear from Ms. Martinez from the PR bond department, what was the issue with Ms. Diaz? Why did we revoke her PR bond?
Terminator.
If I remember correctly, Judge, I think it was for
Who
a
dis?
report, but let me pull it up again to confirm that for you.
I don't know where'd she come from.
Bishop School of Broadcasting.
Viking. Who knows? Listen, pro tip, when that video was done, it was gone. So if nobody noticed it within his little circle, only the 20 plus people that were on there
Yes,
guess
Judge,
watching the
they
live
were
feed,
able
other than
to
ours,
report.
obviously.
They had not
Mhm.
been able to get a hold of her.
He probably didn't even know.
Information she
Yeah.
provided.
I mean, unless somebody in their close
She was
circle
placed on the PR
was actually
in
watching.
July of 2021, and her last report date was
And if he finds out, does he take that guy up on charges?
Good question, Benton. Good to see you.
Are we having somebody put away?
actually
Tim,
I
lovely
think
idea.
It was
Loed.
I didn't
Well,
want
August.
to spoil it, but me and Creed are both peeing in cups today so that we don't have to leave.
The phone number she
That's right.
gave, they reached out to her attorney.
I got a glass,
Um,
actually.
And
That's what
there
I
was
went with. I
no
wanted to see
contact
it.
back from
Yeah,
them.
you got to check the color.
So Ms. Diaz, I
Make
don't
sure you're
think
healthy.
any of us want you here on, for these two
Nah.
charges. If you're given PR bond and you don't report, you tie our hands.
Carol, I think there was
What's gonna be
23
different this
people
year?
on their
We're gonna
feed
report?
at that time.
Yes, ma'am. I
So-
had, I know I didn't when my I didn't have a number for a while, but I assumed that they have my email, my address. They were gonna like email me something or
Hey, I know her.
through mail, and I never received nothing.
But it is
Figures she
important
shows
that
up the day
people
after we
get
watch
PR
some guy
bonds
piss in a
for
cup.
great
I
work.
know. I told her when we were done working, I was like, look,
People
we
confused
saw a guy peeing in a cup
the
today.
issue.
She's like,
You report
I'm
to
in for
them,
tomorrow.
they don't get a hold
Yeah,
of
make
you.
sure I'm there for that.
That's supposed to work. So you're supposed to be the one calling in to report. When you're not reporting, so that we don't issue warrants, that's when they start to call those numbers and send emails and all that.
If we took
stuff.
her eyebrows and
You just
moved
need
them
to
to her upper
comply with
lip,
I don't quite
she would
agree with
have
that,
an
because people
amazing
compliant
stash.
on their own, like a
Good
Correct.
judge.
point.
So really, it's up to you whether or not you want to be here in jail for these cases or not. So I'm going to place her on standby.
Yes, we all love
While
jail
you're
when
out
we're
on
waiting in
bond,
cases.
Commit no new offenses. Provide and maintain all of your current contact info. That means that if your phone gets disconnected, you need to give them another number where they can access either
Do
you
people's
or
phones get
somebody that picks up
disconnected
the phone
anymore?
so that you can make sure that you're in compliance.
I
No,
did last
You're
night.
always
That
They
thing?
just go down to Rite Aid and
It's
buy a new
my
car.
Yeah.
responsibility, correct?
Just get a new one.
All right. And report to them as instructed. They'll explain to you how to do that. Ms. Martinez, do you have questions for her?
That's so many great.
No.
I rewatched that,
around
but
it.
she sounded like,
Ms. Payan, make a note to request a screening for Takumi.
Okay.
I want just a
interviewed
picture of
Beach
him on a
recently.
t-shirt,
Okay.
looking down
So
at
what
it.
we're
You know what
gonna
he's
do
looking
also now
down
is
at
have
it.
you screen through a
Yeah.
program called Takumi, okay? If you qualify.
oh,
for
by
that,
the way, all the
provide them to you.
members,
All I'm asking is that you participate in that screening and whatever they recommend.
amen. All the members,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, that's my wife.
All
All the members,
the
check out your new emojis. You have several new emojis today.
Correct.
All right.
And then is your phone number the 915-238-3925?
Yeah, correct.
All right, man. They started out so strong there, and it's like I guess it's just Crazy Eyes girl was really.
Yeah. What throws me off about that courtroom was you just couldn't hear a damn thing that lady was
24
saying.
hours.
No, I know it's a little
Investigate
mumble.
for any
That is
crime.
weird.
Do not leave Stanislaus
It
County
doesn't
for
pop
more
up
than
on my
48
screen,
hours
but
without
there's
the
apparently a
written
McDonald's
consent
one
of
and
your
a taco.
probation officer. Obtain advance permission from your probation
There
officer
is,
before
there is.
moving out of the county
Love it.
and notify probation within
And
24 hours
a
of any
pew-pew.
change of address. Submit your person, vehicle, property under your control and residence to search and seizure anytime, day or night, binding law enforcement or probation officer.
The world's dirtiest
without
door.
probable cause, reasonable suspicion, search warrant or other
I'm gonna have to go
process.
try one, I guess. Like I
Participate
said,
in
I've
the
never had one. Oh,
general
and they just
application at the discretion of your probation officer.
that's
Do
perfect
not
timing.
knowingly own, possess, or have in your custody or control any ammunition or firearms.
This
or
is a
to
courtroom.
provide
If this is the
blood
first time you've
specimen
ever
or
seen this
biological
courtroom,
samples and
anything
handprints
goes in here.
as
I mean,
required by
anything.
penal
I
code
just,
section
again,
296A.
Random day
applicable
and a
fees and
cast
costs
of
would be
characters
with
like
probation.
just
Based on your ability to pay.
They got the guy just in the
Miranda, do
wheelchair
you
parked in the
understand
middle
the
of
favors
the
and
whole
probation?
aisle.
I just
You will be released on probation. Your
chilling.
bail bond is exonerated.
50 things going on in the
I apologize
background.
if I missed this. The
Is,
Door
court
dirty
uh,
as ever.
imposed general restitution.
is he really in a wheelchair
And I
though,
know
or
this
are we
is-
just coming to
Did you
court?
move to dismiss the
I
balance?
don't know. He's wearing tennis shoes. I mean,
Thank
does
you.
he really need those if he can't walk?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome.
They're gonna give you the minute.
Boy,
I mean, why wouldn't you have just like 2 pairs of socks on? I mean, that would be me. I'm cheap though. The guy in the wheelchair looks menacing.
Oh, false. I would get a rain check each and every day for a free one.
It said nationwide. Nationwide. That means something.
Well, we know Benton. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna,
Nothing.
not
be
even
said.
gonna say it.
I mean, you saw the cup that guy had yesterday.
Mr. Garcia, can we call Joseph? He's not feeling well. Can we call Mr. Joseph's matter? He's not doing well.
He's not doing well. Is that what they said? Can we call Mr. Joseph's matter? He is just not doing well today. He needs to be seen like right now, like it's a doctor's office. All of a sudden.
I think that this is the first time
Just so you could.
that like both sides have been filmed. Like it's usually one or the other.
Yeah, there. Look at the guy though. Mine is immediately drawn to the man in the far back corner in the pink
Oh.
shirt and the black mask.
Yeah, watch his arms if one of them starts kind of.
Don't trust him. Not even a little bit. Oh, is he gonna get up and walk? We're gonna see a miracle.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Get it ready.
Yourself,
Did somebody just walk up and put their hand on his forehead? And
He's gonna get touched from the back or the front, and they'll just go crazy.
Hallelujah!
Oh, they'll be dancing in the aisles.
Lynn, Old Buck, Nate, great to see you guys.
Nate the Great, everybody. Good to see
coming
you.
on. Funny you just said that, Lynn, because just a few minutes ago, underneath it did have that.
it's him.
We'll get on the record in
Oh, it
People
really is
versus
not.
Jeremy
He's not doing
David
well.
Joseph.
It
case
really did look
number
like a piss bag down by his shoes. Lynn.
198838.
I agree.
Mr.
not
Joseph is
doing well.
present on bail, represented by Ms. Self,
Joseph
Mr.
might not
Garcia
make
for the
it.
people, and this is on for resetting of jury trial.
Look at him, yeah.
What is she doing?
We can go ahead. and
She's in her
reset
own wheelchair,
today.
but be careful there.
We are
We
requesting
almost got a
An
shot.
extended date. and I'd let
Flashing the
people know
camera.
that.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Emerson
Requested a
will-
what?
An
Nice
extended
bangs,
date.
but
My client, as the court knows, just finished one operation. He actually is not supposed to be out, out and about
Oh.
doing things for 4 months. He's here today.
crazy. It
In the
was,
same sort of issue that
Thank
we were
you.
having last time, where he's on medication, or he will be on medication after
Good.
any procedures. That's why we continued it to today. So in December, he's having one other,
It never went away.
there's a couple more
Oh.
procedures, and then there's
Gone
a
like
surgery
2
in
years
December.
here.
So we're asking for enough time for him to recover after that. Maybe, I think this one was 3 to 4 months.
I don't think he wants to
Now,
be
there
bothered
had
by
been-
this.
He had been considering a time served offer. Is that
There,
no longer on the table?
Why does this attorney sit like that?
Believe he's willing to take it.
there are collateral.
Mary, did you see that
consequences
too?
that we are still working on. And
Oh God, don't look.
unfortunately, due to
It's
those,
staring at me
he
right
is,
now.
Wants to go forward. to
Close.
jury at this point.
Honey,
So when you're saying extended time, what are you talking about?
Uh,
I just got
I
blocked
don't
that
know what
part
the
of the
court's
screen.
trial schedule
yeah,
looks like
that
or what Mr. Garcia is looking like, but I remember
not-
that the court was setting trials like in the
Is
December.
this her
time period,
OnlyFans as
so
well?
I'm not sure, maybe March or April.
Do you have, what
He's
is
not
it that
feeling
he
well,
has?
Brooke.
What type of, I don't need.
Kinda like me
specific
having to
details,
see
but
up her
what type of surgery does he
breast.
have? in December.
Easy does.
It's just,
He's doing some neuro surgeries at UCSF. There was a series of procedures. He had previously provided documentation.
What did
to
he do to
himself
get in
and
so much
people.
trouble? And
He
why
is
is he in this
paralyzed
condition?
From the chest down, and they've been doing some neuro.
Neuroscience.
It's called neuroscience.
Neuroscience
UCSF.
shit.
They have
You're
a
on-
series of
Science.
procedures that they're doing to try to give him the best level of comfort and mobility.
And
like a car accident or something.
these injuries are a result of what happened when he was charged with this particular crime, correct?
This incident, yes, and then the first count that was originally charged, he was not held to answer. The remaining count is the allegation of a possession of a firearm.
He's just chilling there with his
Based
piss
on
bag by his feet.
one
Now,
witness, his testimony, and no actual, at no time was my client like arrested or found or seized with any firearm. In fact, another person, multiple witnesses said a different person had a weapon. They then went to that person's home, found the weapon with that person. He was not charged, but my client was.
the carpet matches the
Did I make this
drapes
up, or
or
was
the
there a video
bag.
of some of this?
There is a video of some of the altercation, and the allegation is that the witness who says she believes that there was a firearm, I think it's a she, I apologize, I didn't do the prelim. And then in the video and the image, it is not very clear. And so I think that's another issue, is that there doesn't seem to be very strong direct evidence in this particular case.
And the only notes in my file is defendant pulls out gun on video.
Here's and I have the.
I mean, I hate to call this guy a liar, Creed, but
Dear
I
Judge,
do
it
have
is-
footage of him leaving court
It is
today.
definitely not definitive.
There he is, just walking right on out. I mean,
You missed one thing after looking up that dress. He was
And I'm happy to,
slightly aroused.
slightly.
I'm not sure how else to resolve this, Judge. I understand that maybe there's a creative way. I can't think of it, and I
Glad she
usually
slid
can't
back under
think
that
of creative
table, to be honest with you.
solutions. But for
That is
potentially going
wrong.
to trial.
How dare she?
You guys all caught it.
How dare she?
Glad it's not just us.
Oof. Scary.
Is there a way to resolve this as a misdemeanor in light of Mr. Joseph's ongoing physical issues?
I can discuss it with Chief Emerson. I'm not certain what that resolution would be, possibly.
Well, count two is a brandishing.
Brandish. I could discuss it with Chief Emerson.
Brandishing a weapon, but they said that he never.
He didn't have one. Yeah.
She said that he didn't have one. Wasn't charged with.
Right now.
Another person was found with the PPO.
Is that something that would be?
They weren't
possibility?
charged, but he was.
Oh,
Uh-oh, secret talk. Please be careful turning back around. For God's sakes, please
Yes,
be
Judge.
careful.
Okay, are you in a condition to stick around for a little while today, sir? I don't
It
know.
it just looked that
I'm
way.
not
Now
even
my
sure we could take a plea today, but
He's
Very
indicating
yellow.
Another day, Judge. I have a solution to that, which is that there are times when I have been able to speak to my client at length, and I can just appear for him and get his permission to do so and fill out a Mills form with him. I am happy to do that.
They can't let this guy come on the old Zoom.
He's
No
just trying to
kidding.
speak for himself.
He's a perfect candidate for it.
Yeah. He was made for Zoom court.
okay.
I
So
have contact information,
Oh,
Judge,
God.
and if we can work it out, I'm happy to appear for him on a date and file the Mills form
Oh, no.
that I have had completed with him.
okay.
Working on it.
And has Mr. Joseph had any problems since this case is now 3 years old? Any
No.
legal
Wow.
Brooklyn. Look, yeah.
law enforcement contact?
Got his arm around the Vans guy.
Have a chance to rerun his rap sheet, however.
But he doesn't. That's great.
At
Good.
our system.
I like this.
They're in
I don't
love.
believe so, Judge. He's been obviously dealing with some serious medical challenges, but
Okay.
as far as I'm aware, nothing.
All right. Mr. Joseph, do you agree to waive the time period for having your jury trial?
Jesus, we have a
when would you
plethora
like
of
to
them.
go
If anybody's
So,
really stopped.
June 17th.
Yeah, we're still plenty to
lot
dig
of-
That
through.
would work for me, Mr. Garcia. Does that work for you?
It does, Your Honor.
June 17th for resetting of jury trial, possible resolution. And
Well, fingers crossed it never ends.
for what it's worth,
Say
it
that.
does appear to me that Mr. Joseph's condition has deteriorated a bit since the last time I saw him. So we'll
They just say
come
that.
back on June 17th at 8:30.
And I'll be here that day, Judge, so I'll handle it.
Thank you.
Thank God. Can you wear a
No.
longer dress, please?
No driving till then.
Mikey, let's jump over to here. Are you able to rewind on that? I was just wondering back to when he was sitting. I just want to see if you're able to.
No.
Oh, you're not?
No.
We can go back on our own though and look.
Absolutely.
Your attorney's back,
Can we
all gathered together now here, Mr. Godina on Zoom. Your attorney-
Miss
Carol, it was.
Judge,
I'm gonna-
I'll pull it up and show you here in a
She's been
second.
held
Give me-
at once, so
I'm
we're
looking because he's backing out of court right now.
keeping June 16th, or are we doing
That would be great if we could
We're
keep
pulling
June
him up the aisle.
16th for PTC, and Mr. Godina needs to keep.
I'll tell you what. Let me look. I'm back with you for just a minute. Let me.
Oh, I'm glad we came back. Hey, girl.
Oh, hey!
We were,
Yes.
Her husband just arrived too with the cowboy hat.
Just so the court is aware, Your Honor, I think we're gonna be setting it for a contested violation.
Why are her arms so short looking?
all right, we'll get on the record and
Yes.
In between his legs.
That's a 2 days in a row we had some sort of apparatus of
That
pee.
certainly looks like a hanging piss bag. No.
Yeah, that is definitely the hanging pisser.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Crime doesn't pay, Creed.
That guy just
admitting
walked in and
denying
flipped everybody
violation of
off.
probation.
And now he's
See
doing
that?
What a guy.
It looked like he just walked out and went like this, and walked out. The hell is up with that? Love this court.
Any guesses on what this lady was in for? Meth, maybe?
I
Look,
was
the
not
van-
here
the-
the last day. I'm not
Retail theft from
not
Walmart.
sure
Maybe
whether the
excuse me. For just a moment.
1370 report was handled or not. Doesn't say on the minute order.
I believe it was because the way it's on calendar today that it wouldn't be labeled that way, but let me double check.
It's a great pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Yes, it was submitted on at the last court hearing and proceedings were reinstated.
So I don't know if the court recalls, but this is the case where she was in custody, serving time for a violation of probation that she had admitted. She had a seizure and then she was charged in the new misdemeanor with battery on a emergency response person for spitting during the seizure, which in the police report is behavior that the emergency response person attributed to having seizures. That this is something that happens
terrible.
commonly. The people in probation want to send her to prison, which I don't understand how, if that conduct's not going to be the basis, what changed between her admitting her last violation and doing that time, and then now there's a recommendation for her to go to prison. I don't see how it can't be.
Look at those
based
cuffs.
on
They're like one
this
cuff.
new case, but what I've been told at least before from Ms.
One solid
Molina,
piece.
that wasn't going to be a basis
Baby.
during the contested violation of probation. That her other conduct and performance on probation was going to be the basis. So I'm a little lost how to handle this violation. I want to know if the people in probation are going to try to use
Possibly
this
facing
incident
jail time.
while she was having a seizure. I'm going to have to put evidence on it at the violation. If it's just going to be based on her previous performance
It's
on
very dark
probation,
urine.
then we wouldn't have any evidence to put on
Well, it
And
doesn't
the argument
quite
obviously would be,
get out and about
well,
very often,
she
nor
admitted a
drink very much water.
violation.
That's what happens if you
for
drink Dasani or
county
Aquafina
time,
water.
And now you're trying to send her to prison based on the same conduct. So I think we need some clarity from the people about how this
Nice, Grotto.
this contested hearing is going to go for both witness and scheduling purposes.
This week's a
Your
pisser.
Honor, I did tell Mr. Harrington that the new law violation was not the only basis alleged in the probation report. I did review the file, and I know that the defendant admitted violating probation in August of 2021, and I believe
Jules,
that
I
was
think that's one of
for,
the best part about this is the
skill
open door
violation,
policy, the
which
amount of
is
in and
not
out,
part
and
of this new
people just
basis. That was, I
doing
believe,
whatever.
her
You will get screamed at the
first
courtrooms here for
violation
doing
and
that.
case pending.
That guy still has his arm around the Vans guy.
And I believe it was.
Yeah,
her
and I think the
second
Vans guy's
violation
napping.
And case pending 595. So whether we're proceeding on the new law violation or not, like I told Mr. Harrington, putting that aside, the defendant did still fail to enroll and complete the domestic violence treatment program.
Is that lady gonna cry?
Failed to enroll in the program.
She
failed to
looks like
do
she's
her
seconds
40
away
hours
from crying,
of
but she's been that
service,
way for 5 minutes.
I think she's just keeping one in actually.
As
She needs to
directed.
go to courtroom.
And I'm not even going to include the $500 fine because I believe the other basis.
I mean, she does
Are,
kind of look like she's got to go number 2. No?
Oh, corner guy. Knowledge.
Well, the order to show cause, that is the most recent order to show cause, indicates
I don't remember where this is at.
the new law violation and counseling, community service. And
You guys are bad.
$500 1203.097 fine.
It's a good price.
And I'm sorry, Your Honor, I forgot to mention that I did. speak
That's
to
good.
Ms.
She usually
Molina
goes about a
before
month,
calling
huh?
This case, and she did indicate that she's been trying to set it
Fire piss
for
jugs
the
across the whole damn
violation
park.
of
Listen,
probation,
if you get that, know what Jay's talking about
and
right
that
now.
she,
Good
did
for you.
not mention that we were not going to be proceeding on the new law violation. But I did speak to her before we.
What are you doing using your big school words? Just use normal people words and I'll understand what you're talking
She is
about.
going to be proceeding on the new law violation as well. Okay. And how many witnesses do you anticipate calling for that?
For all of the basis, 2 to 3 at most.
Might.
So why don't we do the jury trial for the misdemeanor first? And if now they are going to use that, you might as well.
Jury trial for a misdemeanor
Outside the
first.
case,
Is that what he
jury
just
says
said?
Yeah.
Not guilty, then because she was having a seizure, then we won't.
Oh, he's
have
being
to go
pissy
back
right
and
now, isn't he?
contest the violation.
What's the law against
Your Honor,
seizures? I didn't even know that was a
spoke to Ms.
thing.
Molina
I
about
still
that
don't
as well, and
understand
she
that.
Did indicate that that was an option Mr. Harrington proposed.
She may be getting a wreck or
previously, and
something.
she indicated that that did not make sense. Because there are more than one violations, this court can find that
he's
she was
knocked
not
out.
in
You're right. Look at
violation for, because she didn't fail to obey all laws, but the court could also find that she was in violation on the other basis.
Or
Okay,
you
so-
should
wasn't
just
allowed
not
to
argue as a basis for the
drive, maybe?
violation. That's another possibility.
Well, what do you want to do? You want to set it for
So
contested
they're
violation?
saying she
or jury trial?
I
violated
wanna do the
her
jury trial.
probation.
You might ask to set the matters for contested violation of probation as well.
But they keep
Is there
mentioning
going to be a
this.
time waiver?
The seizure's a big thing.
So if we can get the jury trial to go first, yeah, we can still proceed on a time waiver basis. But I
I'm
think
asking a time waiver on the jury trial.
Oh, you just woke him up now. What up? That was such a mean
Yes.
move. Nope, he didn't even move. He was really out.
And what's your time estimate?
Really enjoying the moment.
Probably 2 days.
maybe 3. We're probably gonna have to get an expert.
This is weird, Ben. Anybody have a idea?
Okay. Did you
Our
have a
guy, did we miss
suggested
that
date for
part?
trial?
Really?
If there's any day.
Maybe she had a
in
seizure
June,
and ended up hitting somebody.
She's already been in custody on this for a while. If there's any days in June or early July, I'll make it work.
By the way, 153 of you here joining us today. Wherever you're at right now, hit the like button. If you're on
Please.
Facebook, please give us a follow. Follow is the way to go. We'd appreciate it. Thanks so much.
We usually jump around a lot more, but we're very intrigued with court here today.
And her baby handcuffs. I don't know what those are.
We're still trying to figure out what the hell she's in for.
She must be super violent with the weird handcuffs. Typically, you get like shackles a little bit of wiggle room.
Sounds
She's like,
Assuming, well, I could do my best to manage June 21st. Would that work?
I could see that. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Mr. Porter?
That should be fine, Your Honor. I would ask the court to set the contested violations of probation before the jury trial if possible.
Yeah, because her and
He's
her
getting mad.
With
only two that are dressed up.
Well, I would
though.
ask for the probation
She's getting mad.
violations to be set before, because if the court does find violation on the other basis,
I don't think so.
there may be no need for the jury
Highly
trial, so it would be,
stupid.
economically and judicially
Jokes.
more prudent to set it before. And if Mr. Harrington has such an issue with us proceeding on all of the bases, we could only proceed on the others, but it just doesn't make sense
And that's only a misdemeanor,
to
though?
set the jury trial before.
Oh,
the
yeah, I guess
CBO.
it would be, yeah.
But it does, because that's a
Thank you,
basis that you're trying
for
to
it.
say. And if a jury says
Jury
that
trial.
she's not guilty of this, then we don't have to consider it during the contested violation. And then we'd just be left with stuff that already should have been included in her previous violation that she was already in custody of.
And again, that would be something the
Well,
court.
there was an admission, counsel, though, has anyone talked to probation about this?
I did. The first court date of this, I emailed probation about the recommendation, and I was just told that they want to stick with the recommendation of prison. And I've had this conversation with Ms.
Prison?
Molina,
Hey, she's in.
and
She's in
at
jail, right?
first, it was based on this new law violation, and then I was told at one point that was not going to be a
Has to be more
basis.
than that.
So now that it's a basis, I think that if this misdemeanor conduct is going to send her to state prison for the first time in her life, I think a jury should hear it if that's going to be a basis. And
Yeah,
the jury
okay.
should hear it
I
before
actually
the
agree with
contested
him on
violation,
that.
Because if
Yeah.
they acquit her, it should not be considered as a basis for the violation in the contested hearing.
I feel like I'm high. Trying to
I
figure
do
this
too.
out.
I'm gonna set the contested violation that people can choose whether they're gonna base it on the new law violation or not.
Go get your own channel,
I had a
Billy.
hearing that I had scheduled for June 13th that has cleared up.
I'm sorry,
So
Billy.
why don't we set it at
I'm
1:30
so
on June
sorry,
13th,
Billy.
contested
Why
violation of
go watch it
probation.
yourself without anybody else around? It's on YouTube where
Agree
you're
with
at.
Everyone,
Yes. thank you.
Go.
and I would say a couple of hours, pardon
Go be by
me,
yourself.
June 13th, 1:30.
We'd
In
like
the
to
corner of
pull
a
our time
courtroom
over on
with
the
the guy in the
misdemeanor
pink.
now.
Where did he go, by the way? Now I'm just going to keep talking all over it. I'm not even going to stop.
Okay, Mr. Harrington, you're gonna have to be here at 8:30 of those days for trial then.
Sure, I'll be there.
30 days.
I want to see her talk.
30 days from today, please. It'll probably be June 14th, I'm guessing. Well, I mean, that'll be probably the trial date. That'll be the day after the contested violation of probation.
No, just dumb comments. If you don't understand it, then move, go.
Council, the 30th
This
day
is Billy
should be.
kicking me while I'm down.
Go get your own channel. Go watch it
Do you have a
yourself. I'm
calendar
not
for
Why's-
mad.
30th?
Why is Billy kicking me while I'm down?
150 of us in here sitting around having a good time, and you're the one idiot. You should feel like a moron.
Billy, I'm so sorry. I just want to say I'm sorry one more time.
Your Majesty, I'm
Pardon me?
sorry.
June 20th, so the June
Play those
14th.
things. We
for
didn't hear one word the judge was rambling
jury
on
trial.
about.
3-day estimate. contested violation the day before June 13th.
By the way, that's the whole point of the channel,
And
dumbass.
motions eliminated, council? You don't think it should be too long?
No.
Maybe an hour.
Okay, we'll set a readiness conference on June 6th at 8:30.
Right. Let me walk into a party
I
and
don't
say,
know about,
"Hey, shut up!
what
Turn
Ms.
that
Molina's
music down,
schedule is
would
like
you?"
Either, but that's where it has to
I
go.
got
if
a
it's no
text to
time.
make.
I would say 2 hours for the violation of probation on June 13th.
I'm gonna scissor kick you in the back of the head.
Yes,
And-
you deserve that, Billy.
Please. And I've already set a readiness conference on June 6th.
Want to hear your opinion? We'd go over to your YouTube channel and watch.
As I do note, there was something in this file where there's a late surrender date. And I think there's a note by me, no action at this time, so I don't know if the late surrender.
No
was
bud, but
based on the new law
Billy's here. Say
violation
hi.
Or some
Quiet.
other reason, but I did not take action on probation the notice that was provided to the court.
She's on a hunger strike right now, is what I'm
that
hearing
she
from
was late in
upstairs.
surrendering.
June 6th.
Nobody's speaking at the moment. Can I say something, Billy? Is that fine on our channel?
Would you,
Is that okay?
is anything gotten settled today with your issues?
Council, this shows that she was supposed to surrender October 16th and then surrendered on 11/10.
We lost a
21.
lot of men at Big
So I
Bebo.
put no action at this time since it indicates she surrendered herself. And I don't know,
That's right. Just as you are allowed to be.
and council, she admitted in August for a violation.
We're just watching this.
So
on
the
YouTube.
probation
Fine.
report,
Promise.
I guess, is conduct from August to January.
We call Mr. Lopez's matter when the court's ready.
Council, I need to give my staff a break.
Right.
I've
Contempt
already
of court
gone
on
three times.
Billy, and now he's going to have to.
We're going to
read
take
that.
a 20-minute break at this point. We'll be back at 11 o'clock.
Taking a break.
Why the fuck would you say that? What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
I'll see everybody leave first. Great.
The girls on the two girls on the front row definitely in for prostitution.
And do you have Lopez next, Mr. Simeon Lopez?
Yes, I think regardless, we'll probably have to come back on another date on that for the gun
Okay, that's the
issue.
one that we have to check. Okay, that's right.
So Your Honor, I suggest that
Well, that was fun over there today. Taking over to Cook County Courtroom 101.
Testified that this young man was found in the area at this time, and that's it. There's been no testimony that he was seen touching their vehicle, touching their property, found with anything that belonged to them, or found touching a firearm. Your Honor, none. There's been simply
Today's an
testimony
embarrassing
that
day
the
to be a
person is going
Billy.
to be found in the area, and that's it. That's not enough.
Judge,
to
maybe
prove
council needs to become familiar with circumstantial evidence.
Oh, snap.
Motion state,
Yes, Your Honor, if we can have the date of June 3rd for assignment and arraignment.
date 6/3/22 at 9 a.m.
That lady hit her with the mic drop and walked out.
for
sure
assignment
did.
and arraignment.
Maybe you should learn the
and
law,
defense
bitch.
trial. Motion to preserve video and 911 calls.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, that's the order on both of them cases. Okay. All right. Okay, we're back on bond hearings. Are you ready on the rest? of
Not
the
touching you or your car.
Are you ready on Posada Dagoberto?
Is he
What?
speaking in tongues?
He was singing.
All right.
Oh, ba-dee, da, ba, do, da,
You ready on
ba,
that?
I certainly am.
All right, let's proceed.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. Can we use the simultaneous function?
That's Mexican
What does that
Wapner.
mean? I don't understand what that means.
Oh, okay. No, it's fine.
Can we use the simultaneous function?
Let's
He
bring
said, I
it.
don't know
What that is
means.
about. APD Smith is in the library.
Dagoberto Posadas Guarda.
Adam, fingers crossed tomorrow. Two freaking weeks of no harassment court.
That's I don't know why either. It's kind of crazy.
That was the Judge Bates.
Is that what you're thinking? It might be a little Cajun. Yeah.
Creole.
Oh well, hello there, Ulysses.
Ulysses.
Yes, Keep talking, would ya? Here's 50 bucks.
King of the import-export business. Good to see you, but hopefully business is good. It must be. We got 50 bucks. Must be doing damn good.
Ulysses, I promise you, when I get back from checking the traffic and weather together, I'll talk up a storm, my friend.
More talking to come.
Do you want to jump over to?
Yeah, we can jump to mine if you
Or
want.
do you want to
while-
stay? I love this one.
Yours is kind of low, which I'm
And
sure it'll get
on
louder
Yeah.
when you leave.
two,
Oh,
and
well, that's
the
true. It would get
initials
very
are on
loud.
a line next to a box that's checked guilty. Ms. Grant, did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
On page 3 of
Ms.
the
Grant getting
same
down on the
document,
mic.
Ms. Grant, there is a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Ms. Grant, did you also sign this document?
Yes, I did, Your Honor. Yes, I did, Your Honor.
And Ms. Grant, I have another document
She
before
does
me.
know she don't have to lean
This
forward.
document is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. There's a signature at the bottom of this document above the line that is titled Defendant. Ms. Grant, did you also sign this document?
I did, Your Honor.
There are 2 boxes that are checked at the top of this document. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargaining
Says
case.
you'd like a sandwich
and you have no right of appeal.
with no
Do you
ham on it for
understand that?
lunch.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right
Whoa.
to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And Ms.
Well,
Grant, did you sign
T,
a
hopefully things
document out
business
there
picks back
on
up
paper
and you get the right
that is
phone
titled
numbers.
Discovery Certification?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Ms. Grant, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I have just mentioned to you, did your attorney, Mr. Cole, go over these documents with you? Did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, he did, Your Honor.
And did you read and understand everything that he went over?
T,
Yes,
you're lucky
I
I'm gonna
did.
turn around
Did
with the ladies.
everything that he
promise.
went over true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sure, Your Honor.
Okay, Miss.
I have
Grant,
not. I
are
got
you a
out of
citizen of the
jury
United
duty
States?
twice.
I am,
already.
Your Honor.
Hopefully they do not
I
contact
am.
me ever again.
State, I have before
I
me
am.
state exhibit, okay, I'm talking to the state now. State, I have before me state's exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer state's exhibit number 1?
Yes, Your Honor, offer state C1.
Any,
Why is her
objections,
attorney
Mr.
look like he's
Cole?
locked in jail too?
No objection, sir.
No objections? State's exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Cole, you've advised and counseled Ms. Grant. Is there any evidence that she is mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Grant, your attorney, Mr. Cole, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, I am, sir.
Has he provided fully effective and competent?
It
legal
doesn't say Judge
representation?
Holm. It says
Yes, he
Judge
did, Your
Holm.
Honor.
Homa.
Ms. Grant, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reason without state. Do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, we do. It's
And
15
what is-
days jail.
15
Ms.
days. That's
Grant,
not bad.
the state is offering that you serve 15 days in the Jefferson County Jail. You will be given credit for any time.
Counter
that you
offer with
are
7.
entitled to get by law. Now, the court cost in your case, Ms. Grant, is $332. Ms. Grant, will you be able to pay the $332?
Yes, I will, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Grant,
Good for
do
her.
you understand the state's offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
It is, Your Honor.
And do you accept the state's offer?
I do, Your Honor.
Ms. Grant, I will follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Ms. Grant, this.
I'm still trying to figure out why her attorney looks like
you
he's
can
in a
follow- Knock
cell.
on the door, follow the bailiff, and you have a blessed day, Ms. Grant.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's see here. Great withdrawals today. I really appreciate what you've done for me and my family. You are the best trader, and I promise to spread your good work. Thank you, sir. I highly recommend Mrs. Lascott Patricia to you all. Connect her. I don't even know what we did. I didn't even know I was a trader. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but wow. Yeah, wow. Thank you.
That is it, Your Honor.
I have Cameron Dickinson. Cameron Dickinson, have 2 cases.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
right.
Yeah, just hold on a minute.
The attorney was trying to leave. He's like, "That's it, Your Honor. Have a good
Three
weekend."
cases on the docket. and
But it's
looks like the
Thursday, sir.
petitioner has Completed 2 of the pleas. I don't know if you have.
Why did he just cut that off? That's weird. Why did we cut this off? Is that guy like underage or something? All right, guys, give me a second. We're going to jump over to Creed's that has no sound, but he's coming post haste. Here he comes. He's burning down the highway. Here comes Creed, just in time to turn on the volume.
Yep.
Prior to the fire, both subjects were seen coming and going from room 333.
Well,
Antes del
Jim,
incendio se- antes del incendio,
Jim.
perdón, se pudo haber visto que esos dos individuos estaban saliendo del cuarto 333.
A lamp located inside of room 333 also hit a portion of the electrical cord cut.
Una lámpara que estaba dentro del cuarto 333 también tenía el
Anytime there's a
el cable
hotel
roto.
room involved, it's something serious.
Additionally, there was video surveillance collected from 2 stores that showed the owner and the unidentified male purchasing diesel fuel in one of the sprayers found in that room.
Y también se puede ver
he
video de
sprayed
dos-
diesel fuel all
You
over.
gotta tell me who these people are. There's 2 people. There's no names.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah.
The first co-defendant
Hot.
is Chirag, Chirag, and Patel. The other defendant is I didn't want to jump ahead.
Thank you, Buzz.
A portion of it where they found fingerprints in the room. So I
Like
apologize,
Buzz.
Judge. I didn't want to jump ahead on that.
Okay,
All right,
entonces
continue.
dice que que hay unos 2 videos donde se muestra que el dueño y el otro desconocido estaban comprando los artículos que se encontraron allí. Dice el juez que necesita los nombres de las 2 personas, es el señor Patel, y que hay unas huellas digitales, entonces la fiscal no se quería adelantar.
Sí.
Defendants in this case were also seen on surveillance footage purchasing gloves, matches, the crowbar found, and the duffel bag found in that room.
También en un video
Sounds
se
like
puede
these 2
mostrar
were
que
pretty
estos
busy, no?
individuos estaban comprando los
Yes,
guantes
spray
ah,
diesel
la-
fuel.
para encender el fuego y cualquier otra arma que se
Dicen
encontró ahí.
fuego.
I hope it was the
On
Budgetel.
August 12th of 2019, ISP returned a positive result for fingerprints found in the room.
En el agosto de 2019 se regresó se regresaron los documentos que sí había huellas digitales.
The fingerprints yielded a positive result to the defendant in this case, Dagoberto Thado.
Yes, she is.
Y están
Yeah,
positivo
I think
esas
this
huellas
is one of the
digitales
only
a
cases I've had
Posada
on with an
Guardado.
interpreter that I don't
There was
mind.
approximately $100,000.
Well, she wanted to do simultaneous, which would be her talking to him
Oh,
while
that's what
she's
they.
talking.
That's what they
And the
said.
hotel was
Yes.
occupied by approximately 35 people at the time of the fire.
Y el hotel estaba
35 people?
Estaba ocupado con 35 personas o con 35
Set it on fire, Creed.
Once the defendant that is before your honor was placed into custody, he gave a voluntary statement admitting to assisting the co-defendant with starting the fire.
Una vez que lo había puesto bajo custodia, él dio una declaración voluntaria diciendo que él había asistido en el incendio.
All events occurred in Cook County.
Todos los eventos
At least they
ocurrieron
were
en el
honest,
condado de
Kevin.
All right, Christina satisfied as a finding of probable cause for the thing.
With good luck.
encuentre suficiente causa para poder seguir con el caso.
No publishable background.
Tiene,
Situations always
tiene
suck.
antecedentes, no tiene antecedentes.
Pre-trial.
They don't allow smoking at
For,
the
one
Red
for
Roof
new
Inn.
criminal activity or one for failure to appear.
Smoke free.
If released, level 1.
Ok, en cuanto en cuanto a las preguntas de seguridad pública, su evaluación,
Okay.
Nueva actividad nivel 1, falta de comparecer nivel 1 y ciertas recomendaciones también nivel 1.
I'm pretty sure this is Texas.
All right, defense.
Great state of it.
Motion to preserve all video surveillance recordings, please.
Yeah, Cook County.
Granted.
Are they going to show us the video
La defensa
surveillance?
quiere guardar, por favor, todos
Oh,
los
I-
videos. Se le favorece eso.
Certainly hope so.
Judge, Mr. Posada is 48 years old, divorced with 4 children, and he's also a mechanic.
El señor Posada tiene 48 años de
And
edad.
not a very good arsonist.
Tiene 4 hijos y es un mecánico.
Bond is set at 50,000 D. Pretrial supervision level 2, level 1, I'm sorry.
Oh, 50
Ok,
grand.
$50,000 bajo depósito va a ser la supervisión en
Yeah, I
nivel
want to
1.
see it.
State.
Judge, if we could have June 3rd for indictment.
By the way,
6/3/22 at
they're
9 a.m.
talking about that. Don't go anywhere, Cree.
Entonces
I
va
just
a
want to show you
regresar
this.
ante los tribunales el día 3 de junio a las 9 de la mañana
For return of indictment, defendant demands trial.
para que le den las lecturas, la cargo de oficiales. Usted pide juicio, ¿cuál es su derecho?
All right, that's it. Next.
Sí, eso es todo. El siguiente.
Huh? Yes.
Are they going to let that person do theirs from
Bring
that
him back
hole?
for a second.
Yeah, it's
Que lo
true. You put
regresen,
the
por favor.
tray through, right?
Yeah. Shout
Mr.
outs.
We're not.
When they get to him,
Understanding you live in Texas.
I'll let you know.
yeah, let's.
If you defendant is allowed.
Yeah.
They've brought everybody in like 3 times already, and everybody went back out and back in.
Also, there's a statute in the state of Illinois. commonly
He's
known
lucky he
as
didn't kill somebody in the
Driving
fire.
offense.
Then he'd be in real big trouble.
Tried on back. Not in custody, and your case is set for trial. And on the date that the case is set for trial, you willfully fail to appear in court. On that date, by your failure to appear in court, you will be waiving your right to confront the witness.
They call him La Flama Blanca.
Ok, señor.
I can't imagine what he did that he has to appear
Como
through
usted
that.
vive en Texas, si, por ejemplo,
oh.
usted paga la fianza y lo dejan salir, hay unas leyes aquí en Illinois que se llaman por ausencia. Entonces, si usted está fuera de custodia y usted se va a algún otro lugar y no se presenta voluntariamente ante los tribunales o ante el juez,
The court can proceed to trial in your absence.
sí podemos seguir a un juicio sin que usted esté presente.
And if you are convicted of the charge, you could be sentenced in your absence.
Y si lo encuentran culpable, le pueden poner la sentencia aunque no esté presente.
So it's important that you appear on each and every court date.
Así es que es importante que usted esté presente en cada una
He
de
buys a lot of those
su caso.
foam white coolers.
If you make bail,
Nobody
you
else
See
has
that?
them.
See that tunnel that they had dug from
Yes.
Tijuana to San Diego into
And it was a
Usted
big
solo
tunnel.
piensa que
Usually,
regresar el día 6 de
ones you
Drove
see
a
are
car
like
down it.
22 a las
crawl
9 de la
space.
mañana para la lectura
Yes,
oficial de los
huge.
cargos.
All right, thank you. That's
Let
it.
DOT put it in.
Advance trial.
Vote it.
Thank
Usted
you.
pide juicio por su derecho. Gracias.
Madam Interpreter, can you check your?
I
phone?
don't think he did, but
Judge.
it would be great if he did.
Mr. Gobi.
Oh, Michael with his great art.
Your Honor, regarding the defendant's failure to appear today, I'd ask for a bench warrant to be issued. When we were here last
He's
time,
like,
there
"I'm
was
right
an
here. I'm in this
outstanding bench warrant
cell."
in the district court case. The defendant was not in custody here.
Amani got some beautiful
Adjourned.
hair.
Going to take care of that.
I'd hate
et cetera.
for Victoria
So
to
we
be
need a
my
bench
attorney
warrant
with
here.
her flowery
Regarding
shirt
the
on.
motion to withdraw, I take no position, and we'll leave that to Mr. Shanky.
Attorney Grandma.
So.
She just got back from
has he
the
tried to
village
sign on today?
on vacation.
No, he has not tried to sign on, so I will sign a bench warrant for his failure.
This
to
that will
appear,
itch. I mean,
And
mine.
we will cancel the trial for June 6th.
They have the name wrong over here. They have Dana Wilson. I thought that was the colonel.
Dana Wilson's got a beautiful heart.
Thank you, Judge.
Either that or that was
And
Kenny
should my
Rogers.
client reappear at some point, or my past client, I will inform him of what happened today, Judge.
Okay, will you present an order?
This is our
regarding the
favorite
withdrawal?
slow
Absolutely, Judge.
talking
I'll file
judge.
that at the earliest today, at the latest tomorrow, but I would anticipate I'll just be able to get that to the court today, Judge. Would you like e-file to just send to the court clerk and the prosecution?
I don't think you can e-file on criminal things yet. We're
Okay,
not quite ready for that. So if you can just email it.
Yeah, her cadence. in her
Absolutely, Judge.
voice.
Consider it done. I will take care of it.
Is one of the
Okay,
guards
thank you.
like sitting there with a camera,
Thank you,
like
Judge. You and your staff have a lovely day.
looking great? There you go, bud. Yeah.
Yeah, wrong again, jackass.
Kenny Rogers.
Numbers 25 and 26.
Hi, I'm Kenny Rogers, and this is Jackass.
Good afternoon.
Kenneth Overwater, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Caro.
Michael Doby for the people.
Okay, so
And for the
today
artist.
is the time and date set for the probation violation hearings. Are you ready
Rodney,
to
a gym
proceed?
coach as
Yes,
well.
Your Honor. The new felony charges that were alleged in the
Guy that we were just on,
subsequent
yes.
violation were dismissed. It's my understanding that probation is going to be moving to dismiss those allegations here as well. And that there will be a recommendation that if my client pleads no contest to the remaining violations, that his probation will be reinstated with credit for time served. And I believe there are some contact provisions that will be added, but I'll let Mr. Pollard put that on the record. And it's my
By the
understanding.
way, the guy in the
we
little
spoke to Mr.
cell,
Pollard today. He does wish to accept
Mad
that resolution.
Ron Austin.
Okay, Mr. Pollard?
Mr. Overwater,
Pollard,
are you
sir?
referring to the two added conditions
Yes.
that we're adding?
Yeah, the
So-
contact provision and
Okay, yeah,
and then the search provision.
I just want to show you what they got going over at YOLO. That's quite a camera right there.
I like that a lot.
That's pretty interesting.
contact with Kiera Banks, aside from third-party contact regarding child care.
Okay. Next, anybody? Anybody want to speak on that?
So we're dismissing count one, Mr. Overwater, and it's pleading no contest to count two.
I don't have them in front of me. I don't know the numbers of them. Because there's a prior violation as well with a misdemeanor, and that's the one that requires the no contest plea. That case hasn't.
That reminds me of
I
a
don't know if
episode
it's
of King
fully
of the
resolved
Hill. It was kind of sad when Hank thought he got, the best deal in town. Do you remember that one? He was buying the vehicles from the
So we
same
have
guy and they couldn't
two
find out.
warrants. We actually have the 317 one and we have the
I always feel bad
418
after I'm
one.
done.
So the 317
really
one has
give it
the
to 'em,
malicious
Peggy.
use and dissemination of sexually explicit visual material.
Oh,
The
no.
other, the 14A2 district court case, count two on that one being the screenshots.
loser. Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you shouldn't be, because you are dirt.
And
You
then
reckon sick, you
the
big baby.
second one, the April 18th one, is count one, the assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder, and that's the 14A1 district court case, and count
Good
two,
God.
assaulting Marcia Robinson.
He's really got a
So
plethora
then,
of charges.
The April 19th warrant, I believe, should just be dismissed.
He sends you dick
And
pics and
then
then punches you in the
no
face.
contest to the allegations in the
So
older
rude about it.
violation one.
No.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And he would be reinstated on probation with the additional terms, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right.
Any extension or just a simple reinstatement, Agent Pollard?
No, it looks like you put him on 5 years probation in 2019, so he still has 2 years. We don't need to extend it.
How does I'm pretty impressed. Not only
Okay,
is
so Mr. Caro, please raise
Agent
your
Pollard
right
here
hand to be
today.
sworn.
I loved him on
swear
Ghost
or affirm
Hunters.
that the
He was
testimony you're about
great.
to give is the truth, the whole truth, and
Yes.
nothing but the truth?
I swear.
Could you please state your name for our record?
Armani Caro.
I don't know why the hell he stopped working at Roto.
Caro, did
The
you
mail's
hear
good
the
money, right?
statements of the attorneys and the probation agent?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you
Carol, you ever see
understand them?
Victoria at Bingo
Yes,
by any
ma'am.
chance?
I understand.
And do you?
Is your
want
brother still
to
single? Maybe we can
plead
get him
no
hooked up with
contest
Victoria
to
here.
The two allegations regarding
Nope.
the events of January 1st, 2022 regarding sexually explicit material and screenshots?
The second?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you understand that the maximum potential penalty is 7 years, and you would not have a contested evidentiary hearing on those two counts.
That's back to back,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Have you
That's
had sufficient time to consult with Mr. Overwater about what to do here today?
Yes, ma'am. I have.
And so would council stipulate that the allegations set forth in that March 17th, 2022 warrant are sufficient to establish a factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Caro are you?
That's our guy. It
Pleading
would
no
seem as if
contest
she
to the
did.
allegation that on January 1st, 2022, you alleged to have committed the offenses of telecommunication services, malicious use, and dissemination of sexually explicit visual material of another.
Yes, ma'am.
So he
Okay,
sent
and you're
somebody
pleading no
else's
contest to the
nudes to
second
somebody
count. Let me see,
Okay.
screenshots were provided where you were allegedly stating to the victim, watch your car, brake lines gone, be gone, and I'm fucking your car up on me, on my soul, regarding the sexual video stating everyone getting this shit watch. And I'm a post it on FB. So you're pleading no contest to that one as well?
Love it when judges talk like that. It's so
Satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes,
Yeah,
Your Honor.
just go all those years to sit
And
there and
yes to
say
sentencing,
yo and
Mr.
back. Oh my
Overwater?
God.
Your Honor, I would waive a new PSI and I would ask the court to proceed to immediate sentencing and
God, I
sentence
hope
my
there's
client
more.
pursuant to the recommendation of probation.
Hola.
Adobe,
I have nothing to add, Your
Stop.
Honor.
Apparently.
okay. Mr.
Oh my
Caro, is there
God.
anything you want to tell me before I impose?
Especially with the
sentence?
way that she reads
I'm gonna do
everything.
my best to stay out of trouble and do the right thing from now on.
Watch your brake lines.
Okay.
That's my new
Well,
line from here on out.
I hope that you're able to do that because, I would hate for you to come back again on another alleged violation.
Come on, jail
So
time.
I am going to dismiss the 2 counts in the April 18th warrant. And on the March 17th warrant, I am reinstating you on probation under the same terms and conditions. However, we're adding that you must submit to a search of your person and property, including but not limited to your vehicle, your residence, and computer, if the agent has reasonable cause to believe that you have items that would violate the conditions of your probation. Additionally, you must not have any contact with Tierra Banks except through a third party only to arrange parenting time. You're entitled to file an
Oh, it's a
application.
baby
It's
for
mama.
baby
leave to appeal From
mama.
your conviction and sentence, if you can't
Cutting the
afford
brake
an
lines of
attorney,
your
one
baby
can be
mama's
appointed
car.
for you
Come on.
for purposes of appeal.
Well,
However,
kids
the
in there.
request for appointment of appellate counsel must be filed within 42 days of today's sentencing. And how will you transmit that form to your client, Mr. Overwater?
I just
Screenshots.
emailed it to him now, Your Honor.
Okay, so check for that in your email, Mr. Caro.
Judge,
Good luck and take care.
Judge,
You,
Judge, we need to add one.
Mikey, it appears that somebody set up one of those paparazzi jewelry displays, kind of like in Facebook. That's I looked over there. That's initially what I thought. That's what
Look, Creed, everything gets $5, believe it or not.
lead
Beautiful
and nickel
jewelry.
free, I believe, as well.
I believe you're correct.
Anyways, not actually anything going
That
on over there, but
sounds
just wanted to
appropriate.
check. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, all rise. Wait, we might have something. Might be in session.
This was just taken. Baby mama's car is in trouble at the moment, but he does have an alibi. We're all good.
You're muted, Your Honor. Mr. Honor.
Sir. I say, sir. Oh, wow. One of the youngest defendants we've had yet, Creed. Let me just show you.
all right, thank you. I have one thing.
Damn grass is taller than
I used to
that.
go to
Whoa.
third peak in the world. I mean, my anger management.
Stay here, please.
Used to go to
Jay
that
McNeil, everybody.
company, care service.
Just clear that with your agent.
Okay.
And Jay's gone.
He's coming back. Don't you worry about that.
Promise.
Oh, I'm sure. All right. Is it Mad Ron's turn?
Please, I hope so.
I'm appearing via handheld camera through a hole in the door.
People versus Madron Austin,
Yes.
21358 FC.
Fielders appearing on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Daniel Woodson on behalf of Mr. Austin.
Good afternoon. So, Mr. Austin, I trust that you can hear us.
pretty
Today's the time and date set for the pretrial. And how do you wish to proceed, Ms. Woodson?
This is actually, he had been referred for competency on his.
Really, really quick. Look at Malcolm with the billboard behind him with his own. It's his own. It's his own billboard.
And he's in this car right now.
It's his own billboard.
Okay, I don't believe I have that yet.
Go ahead.
I have the evaluation that was directed to Judge Simpson dated February 22nd, where he was found to be not competent. So I don't have that new report yet.
And Judge, I did not have it indexed in this file. I had to go to the assault on a prison
Yeah, but she keeps
employee
taking it
file,
off.
which is the one that's still pending in district court. So I think because of the way it was filed with the case numbers, it may not have gone to Your Honor.
So whatever the hell he did was pretty bad.
Yes, I think that happened the last time, although we referred Mr. Austin on this case. We didn't receive a competency report.
Imagine how
on this matter.
echoey this is going to be if he has to speak.
It's gonna be
Is
bad.
there any objection to one of you providing it to me and me using that report for this case?
He went crazy, I guess.
I don't have an objection to that, Your Honor. I can
Real
email
bad.
a PDF of that competency report to the court right now.
Okay.
I think you might be right, Fletcher. I don't think you're
So,
going to be seeing him get set free, but we also saw somebody get set free after what 700-year sentence. So
Do you want to adjourn this, or do you want me to try and review it today, this afternoon?
Your Honor,
Thank
he
you.
has another date on the 26th for the same matter.
And a chance for
before-
bond, Your Honor.
Similar matter before Judge Simpson. I don't have an objection to an adjournment if the court wishes to review the report.
That's fine with the people, Your Honor. I can send the report over now, and then the court can review it, and we can come back.
Only imagine what this guy
Mark,
did.
it gets worse. You know,
Okay.
Judge
Do you
Herman
want to come
had a
back
mask and
on
had his shield
Either June
and all the
2nd or
plexiglass
the
in front of him.
9th?
Either date is fine with me, Your Honor.
Is he trying to push his head through there right now?
Trying to push something through there.
Childers?
I hope
leave it
that's
up
his
to the
head.
court, Your Honor. It's fine.
Okay, well, let's put it on the 9th. The
All right.
2nd is
Here we are,
really
all
quite full.
excited to see Mad Ron.
Mad Ron. Mad Ron.
Lisa Snoopy, thank you for the
At,
$2.
Mad Ron.
1:30. And I'll look forward
How
to
much you send?
reviewing
$2?
that report prior to that time.
Jumping over here to auxiliary court jail, please.
Less than 2 years, no more than 20 years in penitentiary. In addition, it may carry with it a fine
Richard
not more than
Davis.
$10,000. If you're found guilty, your punishment will be assessed within that range for each case. Do you understand?
See.
The state is recommending 10 years deferred community supervision.
He's in a
$200 fine.
like a fire escape
$50 for Crime Stoppers,
stairwell.
Yeah.
50 hours of community service. No contact with co-defendants. Kenner Quintero,
Notice
Antonio Alvarez.
David has about
Monaco,
much junk as I do in my office.
Raising-
He's got a
Norman
icy
and
coming
Norman
quick.
Velasquez. Is that what you agreed to?
Si, senor.
Also, they're recommending you have.
Nigel is a
no
bad
guns,
boy.
No drugs and no alcohol during time you're on probation, and be subject to random urine analysis
469.
and undergo a.
Wait till he
substance
moves his head. I'll
abuse
get you the rest of the number,
evaluation
Viking.
And follow any conditions recommended. Did you agree to that?
Si.
I don't have to follow that recommendation.
Is
but
he?
If I don't, you can.
Is he
withdraw your
slow
plea
because they're doing the
guilty in each
simultaneous thing? You
case
think?
And enter a plea of not
I
guilty.
think so, yeah.
If
See
I
her
do
talking up
follow
there,
the
then
recommendation,
Oh yeah, you're
you
right.
have no right to appeal. You understand?
the lady that's at the Asian spa.
Have you received a copy of the
Americana.
independent right of appeal?
Yeah, but I think that's the interpreter.
Are you? a
They have
citizen
terrible
of the
pizza
United
there at
States?
CC's.
Awful. Unless you get
Do you
fresh
understand
window
that by
water.
pleading guilty that it may result in your being deported, not being allowed back into the country, and denied the opportunity to apply for citizenship in the future?
Is he a citizen at this
Have you ever
point?
been found to be mentally incompetent?
Depends on who you ask, Your Honor.
No, senor.
Do
That's
you
no.
understand
I'm
the
gonna interpret it.
proceedings
Don't worry, I
today?
got you. Yes.
You have the right to have a jury trial, and if you waive that right, this is your trial now. Do you understand that?
Do you think that
Yes.
Malcolm has a really like
With that explained to you, do you
little
still
boy's
wish to waive
voice,
your right to a jury
or is he
trial
like a real
and enter a plea of guilty in each case?
deep like
Basie?
or more like a car dealer? Because I could see him doing his own ads.
Court finds
Obviously, if he's got billboards, he's got to have ads all
knowingly and
over
voluntarily made,
Texas, right?
and I find that
Malcolm
on
Miranda.
trial. This time, state may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. The state offers States Exhibit 1, the plea agreement, judicial confession, and trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal. And state offers States Exhibit 2, the discovery log.
No objection in all 4 cases, Judge.
Admitted.
State
He
rest.
said something.
Defense
did,
rest,
I-
Your Honor.
Oh, he's got kind of a deep
The court
voice.
finds the
Yes.
evidence substantiates a finding of guilt. I'm going to defer making that finding, place you on deferred community supervision for 10 years.
Ooh,
Subject to all the conditions of probation
Oh,
that
damn.
we've gone over.
10 years of
You're
probation.
hereby required to follow each and every
He
one
did
of the
just say 10
conditions
years of probation,
that
correct?
you will be given.
All right.
Do you have any questions?
No, he does have one. Is she gonna tell us now what it is?
I pity the fool. You may proceed.
I believe he just said
These biscuits.
They're gonna use a hand puppet to tell us what he's saying? I mean, well, come on. Now
I have no knowledge of that and cannot answer that question.
And Your Honor,
only-
just for the record
Okay.
as well, he and I discussed this, and
Well,
I've given him an explanation that it's probably an evidence and may or may not be returned to him.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Don't make the bailiff do anything up there.
Thank you. Thank you. At this time, we have one more interpretation and then.
Bailiff looks very angry, doesn't he? It's kind of almost scary.
One
at
trip to
some point.
remove personal possessions if and only if a police officer is present.
Oh my God!
Also,
These people look like
one
puppets.
trip to remove personal possessions if a police
Well,
officer
he's
is
got a
present may not return to
very unique look.
100 Fletch Shoals Parkway.
Yes, he
And
does.
the defendant must not possess any firearms.
Almost looks like a Halloween mask. Might be.
So it's alleged that she fired a gun through a closed door, not knowing whether anybody was present on the other side of the door.
Well,
and
of
that the
course.
bullets
Which
went
they
through
should just
into another
keep
apartment.
you the door.
I find that behavior fairly egregious. I'm setting bond in the amount of $3,000.
Yeah. I've never seen him before here.
No.
Yeah, he's a new one for us.
Definitely new.
Gonna be 1,500 per charge.
Yes,
can't help but just
1,500 per charge. Thank you,
stare at him.
Ms. Baylor, for getting that.
What are you saying, our guy? You think she's
1,500
pregnant?
Per charge, you're right.
She have that glow?
Maybe. This may be my
Mr.
greatest
Mack?
work.
Yes, ma'am. No, you're asking for Mr. Mack, not me.
Yes.
Number 7 would like to speak to you.
Mr. Crouch,
Yes, sir.
okay, can you put the number in the chat that I need to call?
Judge Muppet.
8042.
All right, give me just a minute, Judge.
Take your time, Ryan. They were going so well there for a little bit, and you showed up and slowed it all down. A little eyebrow action though, right above the. It's almost like all the hair just right. Maybe it's just because he's got a bigger forehead. Looks great.
No.
Much better, thank you.
I'm so proud of this one. I signed it.
Oh no, he has
no. That's thick. That's a thick mane. You can't run your fingers through that. No sirree. What? If need be, in a pinch, you can use his head to scrub your pots and pans. You think he's checking his Tinder account right now and nobody has swiped right on him yet? He's been on there 7 years.
Oh, this is the day they started.
Just disappointment, man. Just total disappointment in his face. Look, man, this is an interpretation, I'm not a caricature drawer. Not realism. Come on, man. Get what you get around here. Look at his face as he's go ahead, let it out. Let the depression right out your mouth, bud. Thank you. Oh,
sorry, Dolphins fan. That wasn't us, by the way.
Is there any chance that this lawyer, judge, excuse me,
Do we have any more female inmates?
weighs anything more than 100
which number is
pounds? And he's 5'2".
White. The last one.
Okay, let's do that one next.
Okay, come on, white.
And Your Honor, I believe that is, I'm not sure if he's done on the phone.
Mr. Max.
Man, we got anything you guys want.
We're gonna do
We're here for you.
Full service. We know what you need. Only right here. We got a case.
Case number BH 22-003530.
His faces are great, man.
I will BRB. I'm going to leave you with Bob
Mispronounce
Ross.
it. Capucine
can't-
Jano White,
He can't read names either. That's great.
charged with possession of marijuana with intent to distribute an unlawful possession of 20 ounces or less of low THC oil.
No, sir, I was not trying to distribute it. I was trying to sell it. It's a big difference. Distributing makes it sound like you
I'll
just
hear
want to
from
give
the
it
state
away.
with respect to bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant does have 9 cycles. With regards to the recent history, the defendant has a 2021 battery, 2021 probation violation, and a pending 2022 fleeing or attempting to elude and providing an inmate with tobacco without authorization. The defendant also does have an
Selling
active
cigarettes
hold
in
at
jail?
Cobb County for a probation violation as well. The state's recommendation on this case is a $2,000 bond.
So, okay, let me ask you though, because my review of the defendant's criminal history indicates the defendant was convicted of armed robbery in 2007 and sentenced to 20 years, which would
Yes,
indicate
Your
she's on probation until 2027.
Yes, Your Honor.
So it's not clear to me she's eligible to be considered for a bond until there is a revocation hearing on that probation.
It's my understanding Your Honor could determine whether or not she's a risk to reoffend or whether or not she's a candidate for bond at this point. I don't think we have to wait for the revocation hearing. The fact that she's on probation is one
She
of
did
those
me too.
factors
I had to
Your
turn
Honor
my headphones down.
consideration.
All right.
I know this is an obscure reference, but am I the only one that thinks
Yes, I was just
Attorney
trying to
Ryan up
pull up
there
real quick
looks
one
like the dad off
second.
of Teen
So the
Wolf
state's asking for
once he
$2,000
turns into
bond.
a wolf?
Yes, Judge. Miss White's 35 years of age, Judge. Based on this arrest, the fact that she is going to have this probation hold for her split sentence, I believe, Your Honor said a 20-year sentence.
Zero
I
luck.
believe it
Huh?
was a split
None.
sentence, but she's going to have to go back to Cobb County. She's going to have a delay in employment. She was at upkept maintenance and cleaning, but based on this arrest, I believe she's going to lose her job. I just want to get her to Cobb County, Judge. She is here from Georgia her whole life.
20
lives in Douglasville
year
with her mother.
sentence.
She's single, doesn't have any children. Got his GED in 2011. I'm going to ask for UJR so she can just head over to Cobb County
Maybe.
and handle whatever
Maybe.
revocation. They can revoke her or hopefully reinstate her where she can
Thank
come
you,
back
thank
and
you.
handle this.
It's obscure, I know.
All right, well, what, is she employed?
She was employed. Based on this arrest and the hold, she's going to lose her job.
Maybe not.
Just
Maybe
cleaning
they're really
work,
nice.
Judge.
Yeah.
Just cleaning. Send her to prison and get it over with. I mean, she had a 20-year charge, but yet she's out. He confused me. Yeah. I don't know how that works. They just give her a 20-year charge and then put her on sentence and then put her on probation. And now, I mean, this would be a revocation of her probation, right? They'd have to throw her into Husco. You think she's pregnant with a girl? Well, maybe. Maybe.
I don't think she's UJR eligible because of that, because of the.
I think if it was a sale, Your Honor, she wouldn't be eligible, but I believe with just the possession with intent and the other VGC.
I agree, bud.
Is regardless of probation status.
I agree.
That's just my interpretation.
Yeah. I feel as confused as the judge is.
That
Literally.
Look at his face. I don't blame him. That's a
like, and then the lawyer was like, let's just send her to Cobb County. Just center.
I can't think of the statute number off the top of my head. Do you know it? We'll look at it. 17, what is it?
1710-1, Your Honor.
Yeah, 1710-1.
Oh, Honor's going to get his calculator.
Very quick while he's doing some Mikey math, I just want to show you some books.
Holy moly.
Yeah, that's courtroom I've never seen, and beautiful colors happening here. Lots of muted browns, and then that.
What in the hell are we going to do with these old ass books? Can't burn them.
That old ass carpet, and the suits, especially the guy that's walking very odd back there,
like he's trying to hold in a shit. Yeah,
like no, he's definitely got something clenched between them cheeks. There's no doubt about that.
And if there are 2 clocks,
yeah, because listen, battery situation. You know,
battery than one of them. Yes.
Yeah, it's easier just to hang up a new clock than it is, replace the battery sometimes. Librarian and judge. I really don't think those are real.
Oh, those are 100% real.
Those are definitely real. They fit the aesthetic of the rest of the room.
They just did not want to get rid of them. They just could not bring themselves to get rid of
See the guy walk back in. I'm serious. We make jokes about people looking like they got I had an ex that bought me a couple year subscription to Reader's Digest. By the way, I actually
she knew you well, Creed. She knew what you liked. She's like, he likes to read in the paper. For anyone who earlier didn't get my reference.
Yeah, very, very close. If he just let everything, it's got a great look. The dude does. I kind of hang out here for just a second because I really want to see how they handle this. It's actually a pretty interesting one.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like a sizable charge to just like sweep under the rug here.
Well, we have just a second. Want to tell you, Thirsty Thursday on We Got a Chase coming up at 4:05 East.
If you liked yesterday's Wild Woman Wednesday, you're gonna love Thirsty Thursday because boy, it's bonkers. Bonkers.
I think Mikey Math is done. He looks surprised.
And I will BRB.
Do your thing.
I'll give her $1,000 bond on each one.
On each one.
No,
How many?
no special conditions. She can't make it, come back. It's not clear to me whether she's eligible for UJR.
Our water is safe, reliable.
Shut up.
And always there 24/7.
Oh,
Our
hey,
water stability.
Guys, we
Okay, go back. Back to the top.
are going to switch things up real quick to a live chase that's happening. Jim, thank you very much. Appreciate you. I have no information on this, but it looks like there is a it looks like a motorcycle. When Mikey gets back, we might cut this short and jump in and out of this. We'll see in just a second, but looks like we don't have any audio. Wait, are we chasing the motorcycle or no? Oh, by the way, big sign, no audio, dumbass. I have no idea what's happening here. Oh my God, is that a golf course? No, just a park. So trying to find They're not. I don't know what's going on. This is out of San Diego. Chases and cases 5 days a week, baby. The other day, SD guy, a guy that I watch, it looks like they're going somewhere else, does it not? I'll keep an eye on it, and we'll jump back over to here. Real quick, though, SD guy who does slot stream
22-04
was on a scooter the other day going through a
06
casino. It was absolutely hilarious.
21A.
I know I'm a little slow.
In that case, Mr. Amy is charged with
Oh, it's definitely a smile.
possession of a firearm by a convicted felon,
You ain't kidding.
financial transaction card theft, financial transaction card theft. So 2 counts. Financial transaction card theft.
Yeah, Benton, they're just kind of panning around. They're obviously near the airport. I don't know if they're just out flying or if they're trying to find it. It is marked on the site that there is a chase. That's
a
all
little
I know.
bit. So these 2 charges are not related, but there are other related charges because these are both A's. So the description of the charge in 22-039637A included during a domestic violence incident, he stole the gun of the victim.
Excuse me.
What is the status of that underlying domestic violence case?
Your Honor, if those have been added, I don't have those warrants. I have not seen any warrants for that.
Real quick, they are showing that the police chopper is up circling around right in this area. So they might have lost it. I'm thinking that might be what happened is that they lost it. As you can see, they're kind of following the airship. I'm guessing that's a police. I'm pretty sure.
So in the police report, it says warrants for domestic violence incident were taken out.
Yes, it says warrant for a domestic violence incident and cruelty to children were taken out, but they are not in jailing, nor do I have access to them.
Okay. All right. Well, then y'all help me out with this. Is the 2018 aggravated assault still pending?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
So he's out on bond. When this happens, he's on bond for an ag assault.
Yes, Your Honor, and it is an indicted case.
Okay. I don't need to hear from the state. I'll hear from the defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I believe we do actually have 2 extra charges, but they're not for the domestic violence case. It looks like there's also there's 2 warrants that I do have for theft by conversion and I think altering or obscuring like a license plate. I have the warrant numbers and I was going to ask to do all of those, but if there are additional charges, I don't know.
What
if
a
you will have
messy
to be
one this one
seen,
is.
on a later calendar for those already.
Yeah,
I'm so confused because you already came out and said $1,000 for each, and now we're
but we'll go
backing
ahead
up and going
I'll
through
hear
all the
argument with
different
respect
charges.
to the charges that are here.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, Mr. Amy, the alleged victim, Miss Cobb, in the firearm case,
having a
they have
Cobb
actually been
theft.
in a relationship for 3 to 4 years, and I wasn't able to speak to her myself. I'm not sure if the state has been able to make contact, but Mr. Amy did let me know that she does not want those charges going forward, and that in fact, she wants to help him if she is able. She would be the one picking him up today, should he be released, if they are allowed to have contact. So they do have separate households. He was born and raised in Georgia, but he's living in his childhood home right now. So he lives with his mother, and he has 2 children that he's very, very close to. They come stay with him as well. So he would be able to live separately from her. That's not an issue. They would just prefer to be able to contact each other. The mother of his children, they have a really good co-parenting relationship. And like I said, he does see them regularly. He is very close to his kids. So we would be asking for contact in this case, but just keeping in mind that he would be able to comply with the no contact order. The other alleged victims, and the other case, he does not seem to know them. So I'm not sure if the no contact recommended by the state would apply to those victims as well. My only concern is that he wouldn't know them.
Deuce is
stay
making
away
some
from
love
them, but
connections.
As far as he would be able to, he has no issue with that.
Get it.
The location I know in the warrant is Miss Cobb's home, and so he does not need to go there. He may have some belongings, but nothing he would need to be going back for that would be pressing or need anything more than one trip with a law enforcement officer. He does have the pending case.
Deuce is
but
looking
he
for you
has
now,
been
Nancy.
out on bond, I think, for about 4 years now. And in that time, he is starting his own business. So he now runs a transporting company called A Loyal Journey. And he's actually been doing that for a couple years. He has graduated high school, so he's employable, but that is what he wants to keep doing
It
and
works
try
about
to increase
part-time,
his
though.
business with that.
In and out
So
of- yeah.
he did pay quite a significant amount for the bond in the case that is pending.
Mike, you got a
And,
lot to
he let
bring
me
you up
know
on.
That for
Go ahead.
all of his charges combined, he would really only be able to put forward about 6,000 or 7,000. If we are not seeing all the charges, I would just ask that the court keep that in
Judge
mind.
basically says
that that would
1,000
be
on each
his
charge, and then they
total
start getting more
maximum.
confused and
And
more
so we would
confused
be
and going back
asking
and forth.
for closer to a $5,000 bond today. Of
Is there a
course, he
chase
would
or
agree to
something
no
going on?
firearms, but as your honor
Said
noted in
here.
no violent contact
They're
special
just,
condition, that is already
trying to
required by
find-
law. So he would be able to comply with that, but I don't think we need a special condition to that effect.
Okay.
All right,
I
just he's
appreciate your
downplaying it
argument.
just a
For the
little bit.
record, the defendant has 6 prior felony convictions. He has 1, 2, 3,
Hey, no
4,
problem.
5 pending, maybe 6 pending.
So 6
felony
convictions
charges,
and 6
he is
pending.
currently on bond for an aggravated assault. So I am not going to give him a bond. Bond is denied on all of those charges.
I mean, he just said 1,000 on each, and then things kind of started to go downhill from there. But I think other than his unique look, which I absolutely love, he makes a lot of different weird faces, and that I think is very intriguing. I
Judge, he
can't-
does have another charge with a felony.
He looks
Do you
like an
wanna
owl.
Do that while we had him here?
Well, I'm happy to do that, but does everybody have the warrants?
I can give the case number and the warrants if you need to.
Listen to
Or
Dan.
we can wait, whatever everybody decides.
Yeah, I'd say no
Just have
bond
to
on this
bring him
one. I'll
back.
tell you what, let's do this.
Happy to do it. What's the
Terminator
case number?
is right. Let's jump over to Judge Terry.
P2-04.
We'll see. They're just again, they're just flying around. I don't know if they're looking for anybody. For a little bit, they did a little flying around. They were following a motorcycle for a couple of minutes, and then they seemed to be in a certain area. They were kind of following the police airship there for a little bit.
That was in San Diego.
Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure what is happening. I got the audio is up. There is no audio.
If anything happens, I mean, I can open up
yeah.
another window over here and keep an eye on it. What are you on?
Oh no, we're fine. Can you pull up? Why don't you pull up Judge Terry? Just because I've got this pulled up and it's through their website. If you want to pull up Judge Terry, hang out there for a few minutes because it has been a while since we've been over there. And we'll kind of get things wrapped up. Well, we got a second again, 405 East. We invite each and every one of you to come over for We Got a Chase Thirsty Thursday. And Mikey has said not once, not twice, I think 3 or 4 times that it's actually going to be a pretty good one today. So get ready.
Proud of my my finding of what I was looking at today. It's definitely something different. A little bit.
Go get yourself a nice Cobb salad.
I did. I got drunk as a skunk and fell down face first.
Oops, sorry. Both at the same time. Trigger happy. Whoa, hey there, court hallway.
Apparently, they've reopened the salon there, and the old detention center.
Judge
That's
Terry
odd.
got her hair did she? And Julie, I don't think got the memo that it's not very good to show up in court with very low cut.
All right, you're set for jury trial in front of Judge Kim on August 15th.
She's a seductress.
This one gives me a lot of concerns. It appears to be possible gang involvement just from what witnesses said with the gang signs being thrown back and forth between. We've got 2 related victims here.
Well, we're waiting. Don't everybody talk at once.
Firearm with and shell casings, everything was that were jammed in. So much that seems to be tied to you. So
Oh, Beetlejuice is
due
a
to the
parent.
serious
I
nature
didn't
of this
realize
office, I'm
that.
going to continue to detain you. I see you've been
Give up
level
the
1
corner.
outstanding for the last
Beetlejuice
couple
with
of
Howard
hours.
Stern show. Whack
Well,
pack.
I've told you before, over and over, you've got to stay level 1 outstanding at all times. All right, at all times, give your attorney something to work with. Right.
He looks
Thank
a little
you.
old to be in there, doesn't he? Like, that dude like about 27 years old, or he just took away.
do you
And
call
mom
that
was, mom was recording it, by the way.
What do you call that? A blow? No, she didn't have a camera, did she?
Yes, she did.
Remember
When
what
she stood
happened?
up- when she stood up,
Samuel?
she had it like this.
Judge Terry, this is your 10-day detention hearing. You have a right to have this hearing.
Judge
every
Terry
10
get a
business
blowout?
days
Is that
once
what they
you've been
call that?
initially detained. The purpose is to determine whether I can release you to a parent or guardian if I should keep you here.
Maybe.
You have a right
Looks
to
good.
remain silent and the right to an attorney, and your attorney is Richard Gladstone. Don't believe he was able to make it today, and so Ms. Jacobson, would you
Oh
please step
no,
in?
he's not there in the
Yes.
coffee lounge.
Do you have a parent or guardian here for him today? I don't see anyone on here. All
Does
right.
it look like it? There's like 4 people here.
All right, let's
Yeah,
see,
this is
Samuel.
the lightest
You're
crew
referred
I've
on
ever
February
seen.
20th for aggravated robbery by Arlington PD. This was the CVS
a really
pharmacy
low
on
cut
Pioneer
lot.
Parkway.
It is. If she turned that camera down just a little bit.
Apparently, you were one of 2 who approached
Oh,
the pharmacy,
Oh, no,
indicating
I'm
that you had
sorry,
a gun
that's
and demanded as many narcotics as you could get.
Quit playing with my.
Process was in
Hey,
progress.
let's go on a damn tour.
Oh, that's beautiful. Scenic, beautiful San Diego.
Officer arrives and witnessed you and the other person exit, running out of the store with you carrying the bag. You dropped it, and that's where they located 56 bottles of various narcotics.
56 bottles?
You a short distance away. You were caught entangled in
was
a
laughing.
residential wire mesh fence.
56 bottles of various medications. Rob somebody's
Sure, video
grandma?
identified you as one. You're on formal probation in the state of California until your 21st birthday. All right. Yeah,
Till the
Sam, you're a
21st
level 1
birthday.
outstanding for the last 9 days, so I got to give it to you for that. But I'm going to find that you are likely to reoffend due to a previous adjudication, even though it's in California, and you are likely to abscond. I don't know what a 16-year-old is doing running from California to Texas all within 1 day. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to detain you, and we'll see. Yeah, Stephanie, anytime soon.
That's a lot of medicine.
I'm gonna freeze you some, Nancy.
All right, you're set June 15th, so you're almost done. All right,
Ship
we'll
it
see you
to
next time. Thank you.
See you next Tuesday, as they say.
bunch
Still
of
flying
old
away,
porn
guys. I
hoes.
don't think there's anything happening here, but
Fly away.
I do love watching them.
My
fly.
beautiful, my beautiful. Well, I guess we
Smoggy
should.
day.
Maybe we'll wrap it up. I mean,
Yeah, well, we watch. And let's watch one more.
Oh, this one's a waiver. Okay.
Then we'll call that a wrap.
Our mom and dad are there. Oh, well, mom and mom.
Mom.
Elijah has waived capital murder. Okay.
It's 93 here right now. It's going to be 97 tomorrow.
Jocelyn. Hi, I'm Judge Terry. This is your 10-day detention hearing. You have a right to have this hearing every 10 business days once you've been initially detained. The purpose is to determine whether I can release you to a parent or guardian if I should keep you here detained.
Seems
You have a right
sweet
to remain
already.
silent
Wait till
and the
we
right
hear
to an
this.
attorney. And your
Yeah.
attorney is Ms. Julie Jacobson.
seems like a really
She's
nice
here
girl.
on Zoom with us, and I do believe
We know Julie's not a
your
nice girl.
ad litem
Bad girl.
Brody, I
through,
really hope that you don't have to pee right
CPS
now.
is also here. Is this yours, Mr. Freeman?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, Jocelyn, let me just see where you're at. You're level 3 acceptable as of today. Can you tell me what happened, Mr. Crawl?
Not good.
Your Honor, we have about 50 minor write-ups in the last 2 weeks.
Not
So we
level
have
1
minimal
home.
participation, not
50
folding
write-ups.
linens, profanity at staff, negative comments, slow to comply, and the list goes on.
The hits keep coming and they don't stop coming.
Yeah, I'm familiar with her. We've met before, right, Jocelyn? Through another way?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just here in my courtroom. Yeah. In the other kind of hearing. So let me see where we are with this.
Your Honor, that
Jocelyn seems
psychological
like a
review
nice
order that the
girl.
last setting was completed by CPS. They provided it to me.
Wonderful. See, much faster. I was right. It's been better for them to do it than us. Yeah. Or JPD. Yeah.
Yeah, she seems
Okay.
sweet, but that's just
It has
with
a
all the.
copy. Her overall, like, came back at a 62. Kind of the spatial awareness and reasoning was much lower.
So they're saying she's not going to
Okay.
college.
Well, Ms. Jacobson, I guess it's time you talk to the DA about this and see how they want to proceed on these matters, or if they want to set it for a mental health hearing, or what you guys want to do.
It's a weird flex, but
why not?
I believe looking at the psychological behaviors we're seeing are kind of on par with the psychological and what we should expect.
Okay.
could go out.
All right, someone from OCOK here today? All right, what are our options for placement with her right now?
Level 3.
We don't have any options right now, Your Honor.
Still nothing?
Still
God.
nothing. I submitted all the
No, Your Honor.
placement. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry. I submitted all the information for the declined placements for the RTCs, out-of-state placements, foster
I'm
homes.
trying to put her in a
All of it on the
facility, it sounds like.
spreadsheet to everyone. And we don't have any options right now.
Is this the one where I asked you guys to go back and readdress them or ask again? Yes, Mr. Freeman? Yeah. I see you nodding, yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, we went back to all the placements. They've done an excellent job at this point. I mean, unfortunately, we're just out of options.
Wow. Not what you want to hear.
No.
Let's go ahead and have
And
y'all.
if you could please forward.
I'm sorry.
No,
Go
don't
ahead,
bother
Mr.
me.
Freeman.
Oh, if you guys could, OCOK, if you could please forward the evaluation. I have not been able to look at it yet.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh, she's crying.
I don't like having her here because she's not getting the help that she needs here.
No.
Your Honor, we have been in touch with IDD. And so
She needs to be
they're
somewhere where she can
process
get
of working on things too.
on some medications,
Okay,
get some
good.
treatment.
Why don't we, did we already set this for judicial review? Did I set that
Not
out yet
being
or
there
no?
with a bunch of asshole criminals.
It's true.
When we were here, we were just here, what, a couple weeks ago?
We were here 2 weeks ago. It was for adjudication disposition, but she had picked up another offense. It was from the school. So at that time, we addressed detention instead of a hearing because the state had not filed on the new one or had time to review it yet.
Right. Okay, so we do have judicial, we have a setting on June 15th. So, okay, Jocelyn, I don't have any place to release you to right now, although I would like to, but I can't. And you have to do your part, okay? I need you to
Yeah,
follow the rules there.
Exactly,
because
Ryan.
Part of
Exactly.
the reason we can't find a place is because of your behavior, okay, hon? So just do the best you can, okay? Do the best you can. I'm gonna figure out a way to get you
Dude,
on.
can you imagine?
And she's not acting out, by the way. She's
Thank
just
you all.
upset.
It has
And Your Honor, I'm very sorry. I think you want
I couldn't hear you, Mr. Freeman. Oh, that's okay. I didn't even notice. I was probably writing something.
You know, it's she's still, and this one's laughing about it.
They ought to open the door just for about 5 seconds and let her come in.
Yeah.
Oh, she doing the thing. See that? You're doing the throat to cross on her.
I kind of want. All right, let's hold out on this one. We got a parent coming in. This
Might be
girl
getting
seems
out
a
of-
little nutty.
Might be getting out of hand in there. It sounds
That
Anaya has waved.
that was sad. Reminds me the roller coaster of emotions over here sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine having a bunch of professionals, including your mother,
She's going crazy, man. I can hear
sit
her
there
now.
and say that they don't want her, or that they can't handle her, can't have her, don't know what to do. Oh God!
Sounds like she came from like a
I'm
bad.
gonna give them a
home
minute
life
just
thing.
to get her out back there.
Yes, Your Honor.
I think you
And
might
I'm
be
very
right.
sorry I lost connection for a minute.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't.
You didn't
we're
miss
good.
anything.
So we'll see you in
Judge Turry,
June.
they all three of them
Mm-hmm.
are,
They
are,
all-
are extremely compassionate.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Straightforward.
You got to be.
All right, Dynasty.
They got a hell of a crew here
You know
for
each
what
other. I
they
just saw you
do.
recently. Oh, they got it muted. It must still not be quiet back there.
Her mom looks to be about the same age.
Look, she's shaking her head. No, it's not.
I'm finna get mad.
Dynasty. So you know how like you have your own issues and all you kids back there do? Everybody does, or else you wouldn't be here. Okay. So
Is Dynasty's hair
Jocelyn
green?
has some pretty difficult troubles, and so try to be patient and try to be kind. Okay.
No one.
I think she can hear her.
Rolling your eyes at me.
Judge Terry didn't like that.
I don't know if she can hear her, to be honest with you.
I wonder if somebody in there. No, got to be. Well, where's the noises? We can still hear her in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's
hell of
like
a
singing.
name, huh?
Okay.
Yeah. A lot to live up to.
Yeah, they really are. That's what I mean. It's a great. She
All
might
right,
not
Dynasty,
be able
this
to
is your
hear Judge
detention
Terry.
hearing. You know, the purpose of this is
Yeah.
to determine whether I can release you back to the department or if I should keep you here.
Mm-hmm.
You have a right to remain silent. You have a right to your attorney. Your attorney is James Massick, and he's here right now. And
Oh, look at her doing her eyebrows.
I know he sent you to Gulf Coast a few weeks ago. You've been level 1 outstanding the last 6 days. I don't even want to know what happened.
She watches a lot of Zoom court.
Somehow,
Yeah, she does.
hi, Mr. Necky. It's good to see you back.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Somehow, and this is
Your
directed
mom?
towards you, Mr. Necky. I picked Gulf Coast because it's better for her, in my opinion, than the other place in Alabama.
She don't know
And so they were supposed to have a bed ready for her like that very week or that following week, and now it's not.
So too.
So that bed was taken, and so now they have availability the second week of June.
Viking for sure. Yeah.
I got told this by the PO in this case. But you know what would really help is if she could have her visits with her family,
Probably
phone calls
around
with
there.
her family. Because remember, they had cut her off.
Yeah, didn't we? I just said we were just here last week, right, Mr. Massick?
You know what, Dallas?
And Mr. Necky, you weren't here yet. I don't know if this was
You weren't.
conveyed to you, but it was brought to my attention
Might be
that
right.
whoever was stepping in your place decided that that they were okay to go outside of court orders and cut off all her contact with her family while she's here. Now, I understand there was an issue with mom discussing things about the case and things at home that she shouldn't have been discussing with her. But as you know, those are issues that you take up with the court or take up with her ad litem and kind of work those things out. And That's why they're supposed to be supervised calls. Or so I've ordered that those visits and or phone calls resume immediately, and they can be supervised either by Ms. Alonso, her probation officer, or someone from your department. Okay, but they are to resume immediately.
Yes, ma'am. I believe they tried to call mom yesterday and she did not answer. And we are working with CASA to set up a good schedule for in-person visits for CASA.
Does
to
she want a high
supervise.
five?
Okay, that would work too. I did say that. I did say CASA could do it too, so whoever could do it. But I expect that she still gets to visit with mom as long as the visits are appropriate.
It's like mom's not a good
She gets
mom.
along very well with CASA. I did
Yes.
talk to Miss Alonso yesterday to get a phone call going. And I'm glad she tried.
We tried to call mom 3 times yesterday and there was no answer.
Okay.
No.
All right, Dynasty, did you have a question or who are you talking to?
I don't get, honestly, I'm getting tired of this, how they keep saying that it's gonna be week after week after week, when it's
So
been
am I,
weeks
Dynasty.
after weeks after weeks.
So am
And
I.
now it's in June.
I don't know where the miscommunication was, but I was told you heard it when we were here in court in my courtroom.
It was gonna be
that-
this week.
That was ready for you. You'd be out of here this week. So I was quite surprised to see your name on my docket and then to see this latest report that they thought you weren't going to take that bed because
So
just
another one
because your
that needs
attorney
help
was
and-
contesting the placement. That's just
Again,
that was
now we've lost her
completely wrong.
spot
I
where
think
she should
everyone
be
knew that the
staying.
court's full
Yeah.
intention was to look at either one of those placements.
I don't blame her for the
But you know what?
frustration.
Sometimes adults make mistakes, and hopefully this is hopefully
They
one of the
keep
last
making
ones with you.
mistakes. They keep
I
on
know.
making mistakes. I don't
I
get it.
agree.
Like, that's not, no, I don't care. And if you can speak on whatever, if the caseworker's here or not, I don't care. No, because they need to stop playing, because I'm not one of these other kids. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna keep telling you what I feel.
Well, Dynasty, you are here. That's the thing. And I have ordered you to go to placement. But the good news is you have Mr. Nacky back. And I think she
Yeah.
does much better handling your case
Okay,
than,
I'm gonna get you in the
what we've
place.
dealt
Don't you
with the
worry,
last few
buddy.
years. In the
Lord.
juvenile parent room, your other caseworker?
Who?
Lori, not
Lori.
Lindy. Lori, she's up.
Oh,
Well,
get me out of here.
Okay.
Dynasty?
Get me out of here. Stop touching me. I'm gonna say, stop touching me. 'Cause you're on fire.
this is your first.
Dynasty, don't make, if I were you, I would not wave your hand like that at anyone in our detention officers. You're gonna make your problems much worse. My whole goal for you is to get you treatment and get you out of this whole
I don't
system.
need treatment.
But
I
your
need to go
behavior
home. I need
can
love.
make it
That's
worse.
what I need. I need home, love, home from home that I've never got. So my uncle's here to give me love and y'all don't let me know. So no.
Uncle
Don't
Love.
make- don't hold
We
me
went
out
through this
system.
last
Come on,
week,
man.
Dynasty. We went through this last week. I want you to have that too. But unfortunately, the things that have gone on don't allow that right away. I would be irresponsible to allow that without getting you treatment first. And so that's what you're gonna do. As long as it takes, we're gonna have to keep you here until they get you out to Florida, okay?
I'm not
All right.
getting on that plane. I'm not getting on no plane.
Bye, Dynasty.
Well, all right. I tell you, I like going over there, but man, it is such a roller coaster of things that happen.
It really is.
Dude, we're-
It can pull your heart out one minute, and the next,
Yeah.
it's like, what a little shit.
And then, then you get this little shit, right? And you're like, oh my God, she's annoying as can be. And she's all, but then you really start thinking about it. And here we are, she's stuck there waiting for a damn bed. She was promised. I from what I understand, that was more than not just one time that sort of thing has happened. By the way, this is kind of funny. This is an actual live camera of a courtroom at the moment. And every once in a while, just to the side of the door, you'll see somebody go by really fast like it's a ghost. Somebody in the hallway that goes by, and it's very odd because it caught me a couple times. I've had it up since just before one girl had popped in there over there with Judge Terry. Anyways, appreciate you guys. Another great episode of We Got a Case in the books. Hopefully, everybody, you know how we always talk about the chase gods? We need to think about the anti-harassment court gods, because if we don't have it tomorrow, that's going to be 3 Fridays in a row.
That's it's kind of sad to think about. It's almost as sad as that young lady's plight earlier.
I ain't getting on no plane.
I ain't getting no plane, Hannibal.
We'll see you for Thirsty Thursday.
That's right. Get your snacks now and get ready. It's gonna be a lot of fun. A bunch of drunks doing what they do. Until next time, Vampire Court. Maybe.
If it was, there'd be a bunch of kids running around, right?
Not if the vampires had their way.
See you
Till
at
next time.
405.
Please remember.
Today's advice of the day brought to you by Kresk.
That's right. Quit sending money overseas and send it to us. Please.
Your goddamn government doesn't care for you enough.
Me and Crew will be working on OnlyFans here soon.